In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Kenny Brack was a top IndyCar driver. Mind you, this was during the second IndyCar split between the fledgling Indy Racing League and the more established Kart Championship Series. Brack not only competed in both, but was strong in both. Brack was something of an anomaly in the IRL, which was formed in part to give American short-track oval drivers a chance at IndyCar racing. I say this because Brack, who's from Sweden, came from a background in International Formula 3000. He won 3 races there in 1996 and would have won the championship, but he was controversially disqualified from winning the season finale at Hockenheimring. The following year, he began to compete in the IRL. At Phoenix, his debut race, Brack led for 24 laps and was leading with 54 laps left on the 1-mile track when he crashed out. In his 7 races, he retired from 5 of them. However, in the 2 races he did finish, Charlotte and New Hampshire, Brack finished 5th, meaning the potential was there. He acted on this potential the next 2 years. In 1998, he got his breakthrough win at Charlotte, where he led for 76 of 208 laps. Brack then won the following 2 races, Pikes Peak and Atlanta. On the strength of this, he won the championship. The following year, Brack won the Indianapolis 500 in one of the race's more famous finishes. Robbie Gordon ran an alternative pit strategy late in the race and was leading. It appeared that he was about to pull off the win, only for him to run out of fuel with just over 1 lap to go, giving the lead and the win to Brack. As was said, IndyCar racing was split at this point, and the IRL was perceived to be the lesser series, in spite of having the Indianapolis 500. Brack would begin to compete in kart in 2000. In his debut, Homestead, he qualified in 5th place and led for 6 laps on pace, but retired due to an oil leak after 78 of 150 laps. Brack would get a best finish of 2nd at both Cleveland and Surfers Paradise, finish 4th in points, and win Rookie of the Year. The following year, Brack got his first kart win at Motegi. He would win 3 other races and be a championship contender. However, Gilles de Ferran had better late season consistency and would win the title. 2002 would be a disappointment, though, as Brack won just 1 race, the season finale at Mexico City, and he retired from 9 of 19 races. 5 of these were due to crashes. For 2003, Brack would return to the IRL with Team Rahal, who had his great 2000 and 2001 seasons. He was competitive, but he was usually not a contender for wins. For the entire season, he led just 23 laps, although he had a best finish of 2nd at Motegi. This would be a far cry from his dominant IRL years or his seasons with Rahal and kart. In the first 9 of 16 races, Brack finished in the top 10 in 7 of them. Brack's season got even worse in the final 7 races of the season. He only had 1 top 10 finish, 5th at Nazareth, and he retired from 5 of those races. However, the ending to the season would be the worst part. At the season finale at Texas, Brack appeared to be in good shape to finish well. As he was in 4th place, suddenly, on the back straightaway, he and Thomas Scheckter made contact, causing Brack to get airborne and disintegrate in the catch fence. In the crash, Brack's ankles were crushed and he broke his sternum, femur, and vertebrae. Brack would have to undergo a lengthy rehabilitation, so Rahal hired Buddy Rice to be the temporary replacement. The intention was for Brack to return early in the 2004 season. However, he did not start any races that year. Meanwhile, Rice won the Indianapolis 500 after qualifying on the pole position and leading for 91 of the rain-shortened race's 180 laps. Rice got additional wins at Kansas and Michigan. This brings us to the topic of this video. Rice would be retained for 2005 and entered Indianapolis as one of the favorites. However, on the 2nd day of veteran practice, he lost control in turn 2 and would hit the outside wall rear first. Rice was initially sidelined for pole day due to suffering a concussion in the crash, but the disorder got to such a point that he was not cleared to compete in the race. The team, now known as Rahal Letterman Racing, needed a replacement and Brack was hired to be it. On Brack's first practice day, he had a best lap of 225.774 miles per hour. Had he qualified in the pole round with this as his average speed, Brack would have qualified in 12th place. Ultimately, Brack qualified on the 3rd day. He would have an average speed of 227.598 miles per hour, which would be the fastest speed in the field. However, due to not qualifying in the pole round, Brack would start in 23rd place. In the race, passing was difficult. By the time the first caution came out on lap 18, Brack had moved up to 19th. He still had plenty of time to get to the front of the field. Following his pit stop during the caution, Brack was now in 14th place. However, after this, Brack struggled to move out of the teens. Adjustments were made to Brack's car during his second pit stop, which would improve his performance. On lap 82, Brack made an unscheduled pit stop due to a suspension issue. He eventually returned to the race, but it was short-lived, as the issue persisted and, eventually, Brack retired with 92 laps complete in 26th place. While Brack left open the possibility of entering other IndyCar races, this never happened. He did do some occasional racing afterwards, including the Rally Gold Medal at X Games 15 in 2009. Flow Racing is the home of live and on-demand racing content from NASCAR, USAC, the Chili Bowl Nationals, the All-Star Circuit of Champions, and more. This includes events, original programming, rankings, and behind-the-scenes footage. Go to the link below, also in the description and pinned comment, for a special subscription sign-up from me, Ryan Holman. Monthly subscription rates start at $12.50 per month. Now we're off to the races.